Hello and welcome back, you pretty bastards, to episode 7 or 6 of the Objectively Wrong podcast. I've already lost count.
Is there an
And
option now? You
yeah,
get to choose between episode 6 or 7, you know?
no, there isn't an option. It's just looking at the videos and seeing what number we're at. But we do live in a society apparently where straight people do be making their own sexuality. So that's what
You
kind of
just
world we
heard
live in.
about that?
I heard about it last week. I saw one video before it was like a big thing. I thought it was just a meme. It sounded funny. It
It
just sounded
kind of is a
funny.
meme. It's a meme, but at the same time, it's not. It's like
At what point do the transphobes get in on it? That's the problem.
it really depends on who you ask. Because some people will be like, "Oh yeah, that," and then they'll just like crack up because they just think it's a joke. But other people will be like,
Yeah.
This is completely serious." And
Yeah. I can get like some reasonings behind it. Like I heard one person talk about like, yeah, maybe you want to like have kids, but like partner who may be trans can't really do that. So you would want to let them know. So you would have a preference like that. But
Mhm.
like I can get that reasoning. Like, but like at what point does it go from oh, you're just kind of transphobic? So we live in a society now where white people just make their own sexuality just because they feel oppressed or something. I don't know. They want to join the oppression club.
No, that happens a lot. Honestly, like that just seems to be a trend when it comes to just white people.
Y'all just be like, oh man, yeah, we're like not oppressed or anything. We want to know what this like underrepresented stuff is like all about, man. Like, let's get
No,
in on it.
as soon as there's any perceived edge over like in any situation or context, they just like almost all the time we play the oppressed card, which is really ironic in a
Ugh,
historical context.
it's
But
so funny. It's so funny.
like what are the most blatant examples of it is all the anti-mask people,
I
who are
love those
like
people so much.
we're being repressed.
Ugh. Hey man, it's so dangerous. It's so scary to have something over your face. God,
Yeah, it's
who would
just
have thought?
unbelievable. It's, you know
Look,
that okay. Here's about the thing that I would actually crack me up if there was someone who like actually was against all forms of like mouth covering. Like
oh
imagine they're like,
God.
I'm against masks, I'm against straws, I'm against pillows, I'm against just this everything.
Anything that can cover your mouth, instantly against.
Yeah,
Just
this is
Sid.
for I'm being repressed if you give me a straw with my
Oh
drink. You know,
God. Man, I'm gonna say this. If you suck dick, then you can have a mask in. You've had worse up in your face. Like, and the anti-mask who's complaining about a mask but just giving the blowjob, y'all got no room to talk. Y'all have done way
It's-
worse.
yeah, that
Wearing a
just doesn't
mask
add
ain't
up.
anything. Wearing a mask ain't
That's
anything compared to that.
light
Yeah.
work, bro, light work. Come
The
on.
stench, like, come on. I know, man. I know, guys. That thing's only like smelling nice after a shower.
This one's 0 to 100 so
Yeah, I
quickly.
don't know why I immediately thought of that. I just had to say I don't. My brain just went, "Yo, blowjob."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo.
boom.
Oh man, this
Oh
is.
yeah.
It only took us 3 minutes, dude.
Hey, that's just our talent. It's just our talent to do that. These things.
That's how it works,
We're
bro.
just gifted in the art,
The art of
and
what?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Just the art in general.
Yeah, just the art.
Just a very weird form of the art.
Dude, that's how you do it. You just claim authority or relevance in a certain thing, and they're like, I know the art, and they're gonna be like, the art of what, dude? It's like just the art. You wouldn't understand the
It
art.
sounds like every kid who like took a philosophy class like for a semester in college and
I
thought they
will
were
not.
like woke because they were like, yo, enlightenment. Oh man, I'm a master at this. I got you, bro.
Okay, okay.
Cleanse diet,
I will not.
meditation.
I will not stand for this slander against philosophy,
Yeah.
but you can be annoying about it. I will admit
Yeah.
that. Philosophy's super cool. I really enjoy it, but I'm not gonna go around being like, actually, I read Friedrich Nietzsche, and he said in his book, no, I'm not gonna go around saying that.
Yeah, I didn't even say white I just felt too mean if I said why. I felt like I'd be personally attacking you at that point if I added in the white dude,
You just doing
white
check
frat
marks
dude.
at that point, just going
I
off,
mean,
you
to be
know.
fair, that was just a stereotype that's just been around for a while, and then you just kind of like accidentally got roped into it. Just like,
I seem to get roped into a lot of stereotypes. That seems to be
yeah,
the case.
it's all right. It's okay.
Okay, a random question.
Yes.
Have you had Chunky Monkey, the ice
What the
cream, Ben
hell
and
is
Jerry's?
that? No, I've
Ben
never
and
had
Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
Dude,
I've never been.
I went to the local grocery store today. And the Ben and Jerry's has the tiny little ice
Yeah, they
cream
got the
cups,
small little ones, the little
the
baby
small
ones.
ones.
I love those.
I saw one called Chunky Monkey, and it had bananas, and I love bananas, and I got it. I think I have a new favorite ice cream
Oh God.
flavor. It's so good, dude. Like, it's good enough that I just interrupted this like
Oh,
line of conversation just to
look,
mention
man.
Chunky Monkey, dude.
If there's one thing I love about LA, we got one of the greatest ice cream places here. And honey lavender, don't come at me. Best ice cream flavor of all time. Best ice
That
cream
sounds
flavor of all
fire,
time.
dude. I've
It's so
never heard of
good.
that.
When you come back, we'll go and visit a place.
Is it the one in Pasadena that you mentioned?
Oh, cool. Just say like the areas that we live in, you
We
know?
don't live there.
Yeah, but like that's close.
It's okay. We say LA all the time.
Yeah,
Pasadena is
because
part of LA.
okay, true, but see, that's like a whole city that they're like narrowing in and going, oh, they got that. They know
Yes,
that on the map.
our audience of like 6 subscribers is just doing
Eight,
mathematical
eight, hey man,
calculations, just
eight.
trying to.
It's all eight. We got eight now. We've
We
almost hit
have
the
eight
double digits.
now.
Yeah, we have eight.
We're 2 away from double digits,
We're
bro.
two away from double
Two
digits. We
away.
live in that life.
I'm ready for that 10 subscriber special, bro.
I'm so excited. It'll just be me drinking Topo Chico like right now.
No, stop flexing the Topo Chico, dude.
I'm like halfway
Pain.
done with it.
Oh man.
I
Oh,
just started.
dude, I was so happy yesterday. I went on the little campus. We have like a campus cafeteria. I
Yeah.
found the Bundaberg ginger beers. We have them. We have them, and I was so happy.
I honestly just gotta like send me a picture of it. I'm gonna go on Amazon and see if I can find that. That is easily the greatest ginger beer I've ever had in my life.
No, it's just moi. It's so good. And I remember someone mentioning that he found it at like a Smart and Final or something.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if that's Smart Found. They kind of like do have the weird off-brand stuff.
Yeah, it's like not your like typical grocery store. It's like one of those weird ones that not everyone goes to. But I remember someone mentioning that, oh, yo, I found your ginger beers there. I was like, yes, I gotta go.
My favorite thing about Smart Final, honestly, is that it always captivates like your parents at like some point in life because it's always like known to be like the cheaper option of
Mhm.
like stores. And then at one point they just go, yeah, I'm not gonna drive all the way to a Smart Final. I'll just go to like a Ralph's or something. Who cares?
Yeah, convenience always wins over price for the most part.
Yeah, it's insane. Also, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Like it ain't the 99-cent store when I'm going in going, yeah, okay, almost everything's like $2 here. Like
Mhm.
I ain't spending more than like $5 on a single product. Like,
Smart and Final is like it to me. It just gives off the vibe of like a ghetto Costco.
yeah, it just gives me the vibe of just a ghetto place.
Yeah, it just Smart and Final tries to just sell everything, so it tries to be Costco, but it just does not succeed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, anytime I walk through a grocery store and they have that like medicine aisle, I always get so confused. I'm like, I'm here for food?
Mhm.
Y'all got medicine? What? That doesn't make sense.
You all rocking with medicine,
Hey,
yo.
the weirdest one is the Whole Foods like a medicine aisle.
Oh, I don't even
Cause
want to know what's in the Whole Foods medicine
bro,
aisle.
it just like looks so like it's massive and it just looks so elite. Like I
Mhm.
walked in after like a long time not going to a single Whole Foods and I went, oh yeah, they have a whole medicine now. Like they got the like tea tree oils, those essential oils.
Mhm.
They got the vitamins. It's just massive. I don't know. The way they structure, like it's also like probably one of the brightest like aisles in the store. It just looks very weird.
Just it's
It
like in
just
those.
throws me off.
It's
It's
like
like
some celestial revelation. Just the Whole Foods
I
medicine
I
aisle.
I
You
I
know.
think the easiest way to describe the Whole Foods medicine aisle to someone who's never seen like the aisle is just to go, Imagine every like white, trendy, organic like supplement to modern medicine, and like yeah, that's that medicine aisle.
It's just includes everything in there, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got a little bit of everything.
I've only stepped in a Whole Foods like once in my entire life, basically.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, their mini chocolate croissants are fire.
I could get behind mini chocolate croissants.
They
I could do
also
that.
have dank Italian soda, like top tier.
Okay, how much did they hike the price though?
It was like I don't know, like $3, $4 for like the glass liters or something. I don't know. Like
That's pretty reasonable.
it's not too bad, honestly. It's what I would expect to pay for something like that anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. It's
It is raw Italian too, so you know it's legit.
I like that. I could get behind that.
We got the imported from Italia little sign. It's all crisp, delectable.
All of you who are listening right now who do not like sparkling water,
Y'all are
please.
wrong, just
Yeah,
wrong.
you're objectively wrong, bro.
Yeah, you're just wrong. Y'all
It's
can take your trash opinions and like go drink a Topo Chico and then see the error of your ways, because this is elite. This is
yeah.
wonderful right here.
If you are not rocking with sparkling water, I do not rock with you.
Yeah, facts. We cannot be friends. Friendship ended.
Just cut off,
Bam.
bro.
There you go.
It's
I'm
like,
sorry. Like we're sorry, but we're not sorry.
dude, we should make one of those. One of my pet peeves is like the kind of like toxic self help community.
Ah, I love that community.
The kind of people who are like, if people don't know your worth, cut them off, like that stuff like that.
Ah, man, I love those Instagram accounts. The one
Yeah,
with the like the guy and the girl like looking at sunset in like the woods or something, and it goes like, he lied, she believed.
those are like the try hard deep ones. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the ones who are like unironically like all the screenshots of tweets that are just like, if this person didn't say hi to you this morning, they're toxic and you need them out of your life.
Oh man, I
Just
love
stuff
those.
like that. That annoys me so much. So here's the deal, man. We need to make an ironic toxic self-help account and then slowly put pro sparkling water propaganda in
Oh my
there.
God, I love this. I do have a Twitter account that just like dies periodically for years and then gets revived whenever I feel like using it again. So
Uh-huh.
we can totally just repurpose it into that. Honestly, I'm gonna have to make a new Twitter account anyway
Dude,
for myself.
I was poking around the internet for a few programming tutorials, and apparently it's not that hard to make a Twitter bot.
Oh, I wouldn't even be surprised, bro. It's so with the amount of like things people do to manipulate a Twitter bot, I'm like not even surprised. People
Yeah.
literally comment on images going, "I want this on a shirt," and then a bot literally will like make like shirts that sell on those like fake like scammy sites, and people just
Mhm.
do that. They like finessed it with Disney stuff too. They were like, "Yeah, I want this Disney like art on the shirt," and then they reported to Disney and like a million different like offshore like shop accounts got completely destroyed. The bots are not that smart yet on Twitter.
Well, that's how bots do their business.
It's not that
The-
Elon Musk bot that like literally sounds like it could just be a whole ass human being.
those ones are pretty funny. Like when you, one of the things that I find really interesting, like technically, and just really funny in general, are like AI written scripts and dialogue.
I
Like if you
love
just
those.
feed an AI a whole bunch of crap and then make it spout out more stuff, it's almost reads like intentionally written satire.
It's
It's
so
just
good. I love it.
it's just it's perfect. I remember seeing one for oh, what did I see it for? I think it was like the Harry Potter movies or something.
Oh
It was just
God.
it's just so perfect because it gets the basics down, but it ends up like really like ridiculously emphasizing other elements, and it just comes off as like mocking the original source
It's so
material.
good. It's okay. J.K. Rowling mocks the original source material too, so like we're just doing the what the author intended.
Fair enough. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right. According
Fuck.
to JK, screw original source material.
Yeah. JK writes about having a white girl. JK, she was meant to be black all along. She was black the whole time. Like,
Dude,
okay, okay.
I feel so bad for people who are like are genuinely nice people and are just really big fans of Harry Potter because they just have to sit there and watch the author of their favorite book series just be a complete dimwit
Yeah. And you
just
know it's bad when
day
you
after
also with a
day.
dimwit.
Yeah, oh yeah, the strong words here. We you
Oh
know.
yeah. Strong white words are being thrown around here.
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm gonna say hold your horses, you know.
Uh see this is why I'm proud of my childhood. I didn't grow up with Harry Potter. I grew up with Percy Jackson.
I was the weird
My
Kane
author's been progressive for a minute.
I was the weird Kane Chronicles kid, which is the same author, but
Yeah.
not as many people read the Kane Chronicles.
Which is
So
sad
like,
because they got some funny moments. I love one of the
no,
characters.
they were good. The only like, but once you got to Serpent's Shadow, it just became absolute trash, if I remember correctly. I remember being so hype, and then when I was in like sixth grade, I got the Serpent's Shadow, and I'm like, this is gonna be awesome. And I couldn't last more than 50 pages. It was
Yeah,
that
don't
awful.
don't worry. I honestly have a very big issue with the way Rick Riordan writes books. Because in the Percy Jackson series, there's like three main characters and like a ton of side characters. And you care about every single side character, even if they have like 5 lines of
Mhm.
dialogue. There's like he was so good at like making the friendship seem realistic because you just had small interactions that
Mhm.
just were like, yeah, these people are friends, or you could tell other people were having fun.
Mhm.
And then after Percy Jackson, he wrote his like next series, which was like just a continuation, which was Heroes of Olympus with 7 main characters, plus like a couple side characters. And you could honestly, I genuinely like didn't think that most of them were friends. I'm not gonna lie. It's so hard to like. I genuinely was like, nah, bro. There's no way. Like it was so much hard to believe that these people were like actually buddy buddy or like close in any way
Mhm.
when all 7 were together. Like when it was just like the moments of like, because the first 2 books in the series were just like 3 and it was like setups for the
Mhm.
next 3 books.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like those 2 books, you can believe that there's friendship there. But when all 7 of them are together, it's so hard. And it's
Mhm.
so bad because everyone will always be like 2 of the characters they like ship together and they're like, yeah, bro, they're bros. The bros. Also, your camera got murked. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But like in the books, they're literally not like good friends at all. If anything, they have no friendship like relationship at all in that entire series. And it's just
Mhm.
so rough. It's so
Honestly,
rough to see it. And now like I've tried to read his other stuff. Like I have almost every book of his. So I just
mhm.
want to read to like have the whole collection and also like some of my favorite characters to appear in the other series.
Uh-huh.
So hard. It feels like as he writes more and more, he makes more like references to like current world like stuff like video game things and like that. And I don't
Mhm.
know why. I just don't. Even if it's based on my world, I do not want an author to mention like video games or anything like that. It just takes me out. It just takes me out of the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels dated.
Oh yeah, that's you're really risking things getting majorly dated if you like
Yeah,
include specific pop culture references. It's just no, it doesn't work.
yeah. And
Like
like
the only thing that like the only way it works if it how do I put this? If the reference has its own merit. I was watching did you ever watch that DreamWorks movie The Road to El Dorado?
yeah, I watched it in my Smash class one day. It was amazing.
Awesome. So I watched it last night just for nostalgia's sake because I love that movie. And I only found out once I looked it up again that the soundtrack was made by Elton John, who
Oh my
was
God.
who was really
Jesus.
popular back when the movie came out. So it was like, hey, we have a soundtrack by Elton John. But the soundtrack is still fire.
Oh,
It doesn't
facts. I
matter.
love that movie. 10 out
Yeah.
of 10.
So the soundtrack like stands on its own merits, and then it's like, oh, cool, Elton John too when it came out.
Yeah.
But even nowadays, I'm like, this still rocks, bro. This still bops.
Bro, look, Emperor's New Groove. There's no pop culture references. It's literally the most undated piece of film. The animation
It's so
still holds
good.
up.
It's
It
still
still
it's
looks
so
pretty.
fresh. It just feels fresh every time you watch it, you
It's
know?
fantastic. It's such a wonderful movie. It works so well.
It's it's so good. Now you're gonna make me want to watch that one again, man.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm sorry.
the writing in that movie. I swear that movie is like 50% responsible for my sense of humor now.
I genuinely believe
Like,
that anyone who watched that kid as a movie is responsible for the way they like act up now.
yeah, there's something like it's just so ironic and just
Oh,
self-aware. It's so perfect. And
it's
if you like
wonderful.
watched it as a kid, I swear it did something to every kid that watched that movie.
It got that magic power, I'm not gonna lie.
It's one of those. It's one of those. It's one of those movies that if you've seen it, it's just like a keystone memory, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh I'm not gonna lie, this may seem like low-key kind of off topic, but it's kind of related to like movies and stuff.
Mhm.
I watch anime and my anime love is like very unrequited because anime wants me to consume it. But I will only be in an anime mode in like very specific times, and I may drop it for years and years and then go back to it. But Naruto, Naruto's grown up. He's got a whole show. He's got his whole story, but he also currently Ethan has a kid, and his
Boruto.
his kid's got a show, and we all rag on it because like low-key it's trash because like it's got the slice of life elements, and basically every Naruto fan's yeah, no, we don't care that it's a peaceful world now. Like, where's the big deal? Where's the cool fights? Where's the drama?
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna lie, the only reason that anyone ever cares about this goddamn manga and is like excited for it is because the opening like scene in the anime because the opening scene lasts for less than a minute and is responsible for like people being hyped for the show.
Oh my
Everything
gosh.
that happens always ties back into that one scene. And
Mhm.
all it is it's like 50 something seconds. It's in the future. Boruto's like late teens, early adult, like 19-ish.
Mhm.
And it's just on the destroyed village. And it's just fighting this dude. And it just goes, the age of shinobi are over. And it's just like 5 lines of dialogue between him and this other like dude who like currently has been introduced, but like it's the implications of what's happened, the stuff, the intense drama of like those 5 lines. It's
Mhm.
so powerful. It's such brilliant writing for like 50 seconds, and it's literally the reason why the entire audience is captivated.
I don't
Although,
know, man. I don't.
although I
I'm
won't lie, the current manga is fire. It's getting real fire, and like
okay.
there's some
Okay.
tearjerker stuff.
Fair. That's fair. I was about to say, I would initially be hesitant because I was kind of mentally comparing it to like I was thinking of it as like the Naruto Last Jedi.
Oh god, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's just like all the main characters from Naruto are just like adults and they got kids.
Mhm.
And it's just like that. It's just like slowly building up to the main bad. It's doing some cool ideas. Um, the thing, you don't like Naruto, and I will say that publicly, and every anime fan will be now
I'll
very
say I'll
upset.
say it publicly. I don't like
Yeah, yeah,
Naruto. It's
yeah.
not enjoyable.
Look, the problem is you're watching it in English dub, and in the dub, they make him sound so annoying because they give him that stupid believe it catchphrase. It's not a thing in the original material. It's like,
Here's the thing. I didn't go out of my way to watch Naruto. My roommate here just started watching Naruto, and when my roommate watches stuff, he usually binges it hardcore. So
yeah,
whenever I'm in the kitchen or the living room, I'm usually there's Naruto going on, and my roommate usually just watches it with the dub. And now it's just no,
yeah,
I don't like it. It's
yeah.
okay, voice acting aside, the writing is just awful too.
Look, man, honestly, like if you watch like it like start like episode 1 and just like watch it, it's like actually good. The writing is kind of fire. it only gets like kind of obnoxious, like near like it's like sequel. I don't know what you call it. It's just literally just after a time skip. It's called Shippuden now. I don't get
Shippuden,
it.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's literally just a continuation of the story, and all it happens is just a 3 year time skipping. Like it's not even that special.
Yeah,
They
it's
like
on.
treat it like a different series. That's when it gets more annoying because that's when the more painful stuff happen. If you, I don't know how you'd find it, but if you were able to just like find a way to watch Naruto, no fillers, Japanese subtitles, you'll enjoy it because it's like it's not that bad with the writing. And honestly, like the people have favorite characters who are only like relevant for like one arc, and then the writer said, "Yeah, I don't care about you anymore," and people still hail them as like one of the greatest characters in history. And most people usually prefer like teen Naruto stuff just because it's just overall better written. But there are some fire moments in Shippuden that I also enjoy.
Mhm.
It's got one of the most rewatchable factors in my opinion.
The Kid and Teen Naruto.
Honestly, both. The only reason Shippuden is more rewatchable is because 1/3 of the entire story is a war arc that keeps spanning on, and it's just a ton of fights, which are just flexes.
I could get behind
The
that.
story gets completely destroyed like at the last third, just gets utterly demolished. And like honestly, I'm down for the fights. Plot gets destroyed. Like there's some emotional beats. There's a couple good tearjerkers in there thrown in near the end. But like,
Mhm.
goddamn, it's rough. It's such a. It just goes like story. We'll figure that one out as we go. Massive fights, and half of them are all just flexing how powerful the big bad is, who's been hyped up throughout the entire show. And then it came to a
I
point where they're like, "Yo, how do we kill this dude?" And the writer just went, "Well, you see, this one random character been planning it all along, and gods exist." And yeah, Naruto went from like ninjas doing like ninja stuff to now currently in Boruto, there's just like alien dudes on the moon chilling that they're just like gods and stuff. And yeah, they're just there. And that they're the big bads and villains now. And it's just like, okay, sure, all right. That's the thing now.
I I hate it when they would write when like and this goes for any show when they kind of just shoehorn something just to fix it.
Yeah.
What I think one of the worst offenders is Bleach, which my roommate watched too, and I ended up seeing a lot of because he watched it all the time.
I love how
That
we're
is,
just going and ragging on the big three anime. I love how we're ragging on the big three.
they're overhyped in my opinion. They're not that good. Bleach
the big
especially.
the big three are only relevant because of the cultural impacts they did. Anime only really got big because of them.
Yeah.
That's why we hail them as the big three and treat Dragon Ball Z as the father. Because they were
Yeah.
kind of the reason for making anime become popular in the West. So
Mm.
we just give them the titles. But like most people usually were like, yeah, and they're all right. They're nothing that special.
Yeah, they're really
Other
oh,
than One Piece.
I could I haven't seen much of One Piece. I
I
can't really
haven't seen a
judge.
single thing about One Piece, but the author has been planning that entire story since he was a kid, and he knows exactly where it ends up and where it lands. He knows every single detail, and he's still writing the series and still hasn't ended. There's like 1,000 episodes.
That's absolutely insane.
He hasn't stopped yet. It's literally been going on like as long as like probably when Naruto started writing. I don't know when it was, like 80s,
Mhm.
early 2000s. It's been going on until now, and he still hasn't stopped, and he knows exactly where it ends. And I don't. And people are saying that it's probably not going to end anytime soon.
See, I remember hearing about how long it was, but I didn't know that the author had a whole straight up plan for it.
He's planned every single thing. He knows exactly where the story is headed. He knows exactly where it ends. And apparently he like brainstormed this whole idea when he was like a kid, and he was like really passionate about it. And then like when he literally just at one point went, yeah, I'm gonna become a manga dude. And yeah, he's just been writing that story ever since.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
This
so he's
props
the
to him though
yeah,
for following through. I'm sure we all had a bunch of ideas for stories as a kid, but
still had plenty.
very few people actually follow through on it, which is sad, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, so I consider him out of the big three to only be the the only one who's made a show that's like truly of like real deep value.
Mhm.
So
I haven't seen. I can't say anything
I
about
can't say anything
the
about it
trailer.
either. Just from the fact that he said he's planned every single thing and knows exactly where it's going, that's more respect that I can give to him than most writers. Most
Yeah.
writers don't know that much stuff. If he's been writing for here, let me Google how long he's been writing. But if he's been writing for this long and he's like, yeah, I know exactly where it's going, like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, here. It's been so it's been like in the Shonen Jump series since 1997.
Oh my gosh. The I also googled when it might end, and the author said he predicts between 2024 and 2025.
Yeah, that's still a nice while.
It is a
That's
nice
a that's a
while.
long that's a very large. It's literally they publish weekly chapters. Another like
Weekly
yeah,
chapters.
it's weekly chapters.
How long are the chapters?
It really depends on it, like the pages. I don't remember how long one chapter will be, but it's like a weekly series. I don't know if One Piece is still in the weekly series thing, but I'd assume so because it's like the best-selling manga there is.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like massively popular. So
Here, I'm searching up how long One Piece chapters are. So, uh, let's see. Reddit will answer us, I'm sure. Reddit
Reddit's
has, it's about 15 to 19 pages of each chapter, according to Reddit.
dang,
So
dang,
yeah,
dude,
in 1 week, he makes roughly 15 pages of story.
dude, that's just straight up like that's
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, dude, Japanese like manga stuff, dude, the grind don't stop with them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
comic
dude.
book interest industries here, like go like, yeah, buy monthly stuff, guys. Woo, progress, we're doing it so fast. Japanese like once a week, 15 pages, go, no breaks. God, rip comic industry, they're dying so slowly. It's so sad.
American comic industry.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
DC's got destroyed recently and they've had to cancel so many series and
Wait,
shows.
there was a specific event. What happened?
I think it's just like people now don't really go to stores to buy comics, so it's all digital. And a lot of
Hmm.
people just don't read comics that much anymore too. So since the sales are just decreasing, and I think some company like bought out DC or like bought out whichever like company has DC Comics under them.
Hmm.
So they're like there was like a ton of budget cuts, and DC just its comic lineup got so destroyed. It got
Mm.
so rip. I miss the old DC. Almost half of it are just Batman centric like characters and stuff.
Hmm.
And anyone who reads DC doesn't give a shit about Batman anymore. We're so over him. Literally, no one cares about the Batman stuff. We
Hmm.
all liked every other character, and it's so sad because we're doing such good stuff and it's so interesting. We had the whole thing, it's the new frontier. We finally had one event end. It's finally being good and interesting again, and now we're not gonna get cool series and half the good show like stuff we want to see got canceled.
For
God
all the
damn
viewers out there, it has
it.
been a long time, if ever, that I've seen Aaron get this emotionally involved in something.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I have the first issues of when this one event started, and it's probably been like 3 years or something ago. I don't know how long it's been, but it ended in December, and it's finally over. It was the most annoying thing because everyone got tired. It was just
Mhm.
what it was just like, yo guys, imagine like a multiverse made up of our biggest nightmares, but they're all Batman themed because
Oh my
Batman's got trauma.
gosh.
And it was just
No.
Batman stuff. It was just evil Batman just running around, messing up the worlds, and then eventually got kind of hype because they were like, "Oh yeah, multiverse." So they brought in all these other like characters that we get in like one shot, like comics, like President Superman, or like Captain Carrot, who's like the Bugs Bunny of the world. It was
Uh-huh.
so hype. and it ended, and we were like, yes, and it ended in such a fire way, and it had such good moments, and we're like, cool. And then these went, it's like y'all thought we were gonna do a reboot. We're not. So we know we made some mess ups for like 10 years. We're sorry. Instead of fixing the continuity, everything is canon. Everything exists because we have an omniverse now. And Wonder Woman got such a cool climactic fight and ending, and she's so like doing. There's a new status quo from her, and we had this cool future state event that like no one really cared about, but it was for like a month, so no one really complained. It was just possible futures, and they're just bringing in characters from that, and most of the series were hits. And we got a new Wonder Woman who's like cool and funny, and we have cool series and stories now, and it's all going to waste because we don't have anyone reading comics. So they canceled half of the series, and now it's just Batman because that's what people think we want to read. No one wants to read Batman. We care about literally every other Batman character other than him. We care about Nightwing, Red Hood, Tim Drake, R.I.P. R.I.P. No one cares about. R.I.P. DC Comics does not care about the third Robin. Rip him. He's just been abused. This I don't. He's there, I guess. His character's been ruined for like 5 years now, maybe more. Rip, poor bastard.
Rest in peace, Rip.
Kind of care about Damian Wayne, who's like the son of Batman, but not really, just because like his character's been ruined in the last few months. So he's kind of maybe he's getting a redemption. We don't know. He's ruined. Yeah, we care about those. We care about Cassandra Cain. We care about every character who was cool pre-2000s. Because in like 2010, they did a reboot and everyone got upset because they ruined everything. And ever since then, they've been trying to fix their mistake and acting like it's all a plan and it's all a big plan that they've all been doing this whole time. And that's why they made us angry. It's definitely because they planned it all. And yeah, I just cry. I cry.
Pain.
True pain.
I'm not going to remember any of that.
That's okay. I just vent to get my feelings out there. I drink to forget, but I always remember.
Takes a swig. Already you said you were kind of short on time today.
I am, and we've definitely gone a little over that time frame, but oh well. We improvise.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
What it is. Anyway, with that done, my little mini comic crying rant out of the way. This has been like episode 6 of the Objectively Wrong podcast, and probably one of the calmest episodes, honestly.
Pretty tame.
Vibe, yeah. No hard feelings, no yelling, no hot takes. Honestly, we're sad, and yeah, enjoy. Have a wonderful day, people. Have a wonderful day. I don't know
Thanks
how
for watching.
do this. Thank you. Oh, I almost ended the meeting. That was a bad idea.